And
hey, it works.
So
Far.
Joe utilized it in making a number of NPOTA, National Parks on the Air contacts from the Pea Ridge National Park and Battlefield a couple of years ago, and also I think deployed it from a tri-county line during the Arkansas QSO party. So Joe, you just kind of lead the way and pick out a spot where you want to set up, and those of you who'd like to see Joe's little demonstration and show and tell, kind of follow him along.
Help! Oh, yeah, I've got quite a bit to unload. I'm a little late getting here.
Another thing that I'm going to do is attempt to reach some of the other field day stations around northwest Arkansas on repeater, and we'll be describing our different stations to one another. And one in particular that has agreed to do this with us is the Noise Blankers Radio Club, and they're operating over in the Lost Bridge area at the beautiful park over there, and we will have a contact with them after a while. How many of you brought your Go boxes? I see Wayne, K5UNX. Sorry about this PA, guys. Don't know where the real microphone is. But Wayne K5UNX brought his. He's even got it camoed here on this middle row of tables set up. So if you'd like to see one operating, as soon as he gets our computers networked, nail him and ask how he put that together. And then also for you new and newer hams, we'll be conducting some Ham 101 impromptu sessions as the afternoon goes on.
Well, I'm going to set up a telescope here with a solar filter so that it's safe, and we'll take a look at the sun. And since, sunspots and solar activity influence ham radio so much, I thought it was a great tie-in to Field Day.
It is. I thought for a minute you were going to try to pick up the ISS or something.
I don't know of it passing over, but I could take a look and see.
Because I know they're going to try to make a contact with the satellite.
That's right. Yep. So, but no, this is just to view the sun and see if there's any kind of activity on the sun.
Okay. And a remote control, no less.
Yes, remote control. It'll track it, so I should be able to leave it. But I have to wait for the sun to come out, and then I have it actually set up to my computer, so people will be able to come over to the computer and just see an image of the sun right over here as soon as I get it.
Cool.
Get it going.
First of all, I'd like to introduce everyone to Mayor Peter Christie. Mayor, tell us briefly, before we get started with the proclamation, a little bit about your history with the city of Bella Vista.
I moved here in 2010 and absolutely fell in love with it. I must confess that I was living in a hotel. I'd been transferred here. I was living in Bentonville. I got a rented car trying to find a place where my wife and I could rent, and somehow I ended up in Bella Vista and just fell in love with it. And so for those of you that are not from here, eat your hearts out, because it's a wonderful place to live.
What do you say to visitors about some of Bella Vista's finer points?
It's always been an outdoor recreational place. We've had golf facilities for a long, long time. We've got 7 man-made lakes, tennis, you name it, it's here. And now we've got the trails, and those trails are expanding as well for everybody who wants to walk them or ride them. And again, it's a very, very healthy outdoor community, and it's something that everybody should take advantage of.
Well, Mayor, if you would get your proclamation ready, we are excited that you would honor us in this respect for Amateur Radio Week in and around the city of Bella Vista.
Thanks very much. Whereas amateur radio operators are celebrating over a century of the miracle of the human voice broadcast over the airwaves, and whereas amateur radio has continued to provide a much-needed bridge between peoples, societies, and countries by creating friendships and the sharing of ideas, and whereas amateur radio operators have also provided countless hours of community services both in emergencies and to other local organizations throughout these decades, and whereas these amateur radio services are provided wholly uncompensated, and whereas the county also recognizes the services amateur radio's people also provide to our many emergency response organizations, including the Bella Vista area, and whereas these same individuals have further demonstrated their value in public assistance by providing free radio communications for local parades, bike-a-thons, walk-a-thons, fairs, and other charitable events. And whereas Benton County recognizes and appreciates the diligence of these hams, who also serve as weather spotters in the Skywarn program of the U.S. Government Weather Bureau, and whereas the ARRL is the leading organization for amateur radio in the USA, and whereas the ARRL Amateur Radio Field Day exercise will take place on June the 22nd and 23rd, 2019, and is a 24-hour emergency preparedness exercise and demonstrating of the radio amateur skills and readiness to provide self-supporting communications without further infrastructure being required. And to me, that is just incredible. Now, therefore, I, Peter Christie, Mayor of the Bella Vista in Arkansas, do hereby officially recognize and designate June 21st to June 28th, 2019 as Amateur Radio Week in Bella Vista. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That about there is probably where it needs.
How's the Caribbean lately? Getting down there quite a lot, I see.
Well, I go usually twice a year in October and January. Come back for Christmas.
And we ride them out.
Right.
And we'll put, plug it in the last thing and have it at the bottom. So we have a fellow in Little Rock that has TV video cams and stuff, and he can go and he'll come if we'll have the people, Mark and somebody that.
So what are you doing here now?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Apparently not something correct because it's not working. Trying to connect, trying to connect this computer to a local network so we can do network-based logging.
Okay, so all the stations log to the same program.
Exactly. Yeah. So we use the same software on all the stations, and we have a common database file on another PC, and that way we can check duplicates as we go and that sort of thing, and it all goes to a common log file.
Sure. So what we're doing is we've got the antenna up here, which is multi-band antenna, hooked up to a software-defined radio. That comes into my computer, and then we can come in and we can look at all the bands that the antenna supports, and we can see exactly what bands are open, what kind of activity is on them.
Okay. Will you be transmitting?
This does not transmit. No, this is just to receive. So we'll be putting this back on the FT8 station here shortly, but we wanted to kind of get a feeling for where activity is right now. All right.
Whiskey 3, Lima, India, Foxtrot.
Oh, that's that guy we just talked to.
QCQ from Kilo Echo 5, X-ray, X-ray.
5 Bravo Victor Alpha. November 5 Bravo Victor Alpha.
cat.
Well, we had some rain, but things have calmed down a little bit, so the stations are back in operation. Here it is around 10 o'clock at night.
I just come, I just keep transmitting. He usually.
Shoot.
Yeah, things are moving along pretty good here.
Good.
Yeah. Conditions seem pretty good right now on 40.
Excellent. What kind of speed are you running?
It sounds like it's about 35, between 30 and 35.
35. Do you find running faster eliminates context that you might otherwise get at 20?
Possibly, especially in field day.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay.
And this is really a nice setup here with this program because it's pretty much almost all automated. Very convenient key.
Yeah, that's nice with the function keys.
Key programs.
Yeah.
So when a station calls, I just have to enter their call sign, hit a button, and it sends the exchange with their call sign.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
And this is set up to automatically CQ, so I don't have to keep hitting the button when I don't get any. Oops. I should have escaped so I could listen to that one. There was a real weak one in there, but he might have been calling somebody else.
What's your name and call?
I'm Ken, N5EE.
Oh, right, okay, great.
It's K6BFL, California station. There's in Colorado. And he gave us a 599.
Wow. Okay.
So our little antenna's doing a decent job.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I like this automatic CQ. It has a delay on it.
Yeah.
N5WW. South Texas. Well, we're up to 301 CW contacts now.
Yeah, that's great.
I think we're going to be on a roll here for a little while.
Yeah, good.
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha.
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha, please copy 4 Foxtrot Lima Alpha X-ray.
Please copy 3 Alpha, Arkansas.
QSL, have a great field day.
T4 X-ray Romeo, copy Kilowatt 1 Romeo Kilo 2 Alpha Eastern Mass. CQ field day.
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha.
The 5 station again?
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha.
Bravo Victor Alpha, copy J1RK 2 Alpha Eastern Mass.
Please copy 3 Alpha, Arkansas, AR.
Copy 3 Alpha Arkansas. Thanks for the contact. Good luck in the contest.
Same here, 73.
Day K1RK. November 8.
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha.
The call is November 6 Hot Chocolate, November 6 Hotel California. Over. November 8 Yankee X-ray Mike.
Different phonics.
5 Alpha Los Angeles.
See, I use a totally different phonetic alphabetic word.
Alright, thank you. November 6 Hotel
Because we
Charlie.
use names.
November 5, Bravo Victor Alpha.
Get to doing this.
Bravo Victor Alpha.
And then
November 5, Bravo
like half of
Victor
them be
Alpha.
like military,
Okay, November 5 Bravo Victor Alpha, 5 Alpha Los Angeles. Over.
Please copy 3 Alpha, Arkansas.
3 Alpha Arkansas, thanks. QRZ, November 6 Hotel Charlie.